Yeah, you can talk about it. You can talk about anything really. I don't really.
I'm not really into like politics and stuff, so I'll
Me neither. But like I have my like random opinions on like politics and shit. But like I don't really know shit.
I try not to pay attention to the news because it's very depressing. But now that I have a child, I know like I need to keep up with what's going on in this world.
Yeah.
But that's what social media is kind of for, because you just go on and you see everything on there. So it's like really easy.
It's the new news. It's the new news.
That's especially for this generation. Like we don't have to turn on Fox, 5 or anything like that. We just go on social media.
The older I get, the more I realize the only politics that really matters is like the school system politics. So you figure out like where you're sending your child, that they're gonna be like directly affected.
Yeah.
See, I'm considering homeschooling.
Do that.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with everything going on as far as the viruses and kids getting sick. I can't.
That's a conversation. I like the new way we're entering the show, Lulu. Like, I like how we're like starting off with the conversation and getting into it. Let me introduce the show and then we can start getting back into the conversation. So it's What's the Niche podcast. It's another special episode. And it's a new version of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this for like the last 2 years, me and Crook. And I've recently been the only one doing the show, which is David Lamont. But now we're bringing on Lulu onto the show. And we have a special guest. Please introduce yourself for the people.
Hello, people. I'm Amber Wilson, also known as the owner of A. Marie Beauty Bar right here in Fredericksburg.
Dope.
How's everyone doing today?
Good, thank you.
We're good. So, being that you have a hair salon, so what was like the motivation in opening up your own salon and doing hair?
I didn't want to work for anyone anymore. I got tired of having a 9 to 5 and someone's schedule and me having the skill set that I had, knowing that I could do it on my own. So that's what I did. I just stepped out on faith and I started at like a suite first, built more clientele. Mind you, I've been doing this for 8 years, so I have clients that have been following me for years.
Right.
So like I've just grown, everywhere I've gone, I've grown. And then just last year I decided to open up my salon, A. Marie Beauty Bar. And it's been rough, y'all. This pandemic, just a lot of things that you don't know go into owning your own business that you learn as you're going through it. So it was a life lesson for me. I learned so much as far as the business side goes. So like I know exactly what to do and what not to do to make it even better.
Right. So what made you like want to like start doing hair? Like when did you know that was your passion? At what age?
I don't know, it's probably 4 or 5. I had a little breath dog. My mom said I would play in it all day. I would braid it up, plait it. I taught myself a lot, or my mom would teach me. And I would braid it all up in like individuals, and she would be like, I'll take it to them. Mommy, grandma, look. And then I'll go take it out and do it again, all over again. It's just something I've always had a passion for. It's something that I've always had an interest for. And growing up, it's been like my peace. Like I look forward to doing hair. It calms me, it helps me focus, and I know that is something that I'm really, really good at.
Right.
So I enjoy it. It doesn't ever feel like I'm working. I'm just doing what I love.
You're just doing art, making people feel good.
Making people feel good, and that's another thing I love, making people feel good about themselves. They come in, they have their situations that are going on personally, they just need a break from work, whatever. They come here, they sit in my chair, and it's an experience for them. They can relax, they can talk, they can, learn different things, and I teach them everything they need to know about taking care of their hair. So like not only am I just doing their hair, I'm educating them.
Right.
So I like to do that.
That's dope how you take it, it's more than just like doing someone's hair. It's like you creating a bond with them.
Building a relationship. Like and that's why I say a lot of my clients I've been with for more than 8 years. We built a family.
Dope.
Yeah, so.
What I like is that you also, a lot of places don't do this unfortunately, but you teach them the aftercare, but like really how to take care of their own hair and the upkeep. Otherwise their hair is just going to be dead, unmanageable, and horrible, and then they're going to...
It takes both of us, like it's both of our hair at this point. We're tag teaming because when you're not in my chair, you're on your own. So if you're not doing what you need to do, that's just more work for me. And then you're not going to see anything work or grow because you're not maintaining it like you should at home.
Right.
So I'm a natural stylist, so I really focus on the health and growth of hair.
Oh,
Like
yes.
everybody's out here nowadays, they want their lace fronts, their braids. That stuff is thinning your hair. You need to start with your hair and get your hair healthy before, wrecking it with all this, the chemicals that they're putting in the lace wig glue and all this extra stuff. Now, mind you, I'm queen of weaves and wigs, so I'm not speaking for myself because I'll rock a weave wig all day long, but I know how to take care of my hair. So it's very important.
All I remember about like hair salons as a kid, because my mom, I was a single child, so my mom, I always just had to go to the hair salon with her. That shit used to take forever, like that joint take. I remember that shit taking like 6 hours, 8 hours, to sit in the shop.
See, now it depends. Like that's why I stopped doing braids, and that's why I stopped doing weaves. I just focus more on blowouts and treatments and hair cutting and coloring. It takes a process, but it's not like you're sitting in one space doing one person's hair. Like I could do someone else in between a color appointment. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm always moving. I'm not just standing braiding on. Like I can't. My back, my fingers, I can't take it. I'm getting older now.
Right.
I gotta protect these. These are my tools, so I have to make sure that I'm taking care of them. This is how I make my money.
Are you doing regular hand massages?
Do I do? No, I should.
You should get people to do like hand massages on you at least like every month at least.
No, I definitely should. I go get my hair here,
thought
they
about
my
that.
feet and stuff, but
Yeah, you need to like
I
whole
need my
body.
hands.
Yeah, hands is like a tool for doing people's hair.
My body is my tool. Like this is my tool. Like,
That's a
my
fact.
body, my back, my legs, my feet.
That's something I actually learned yesterday at this class I went to for like artist development, and it was like basically it was a whole like chapter on basically like if you don't take care of yourself, you can't even do anything, right? So like that joint kind of made me feel like, yo, you really do actually. If you don't take care of your body, then you can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? That's the tool.
You are your tool.
Yep.
And that's a massage therapist. And he always taught me that like you will hold stress in certain parts of your body, and if and your feet and your hands are like the main points where like energy can flow in and out of. And if your hands and your feet are blocked up, it's gonna block up the rest of you, and then you're gonna start having neck problems, back problems, migraines, and if you don't get regular massages, full body.
I need Daddy's information after the show.
Of course, no, he's always looking for clients.
That's for sure.
Oh yeah. So, what is like some of the ups and downs you would say about like doing hair?
I like that. Okay, the pros, it's flexible. I'm on my own time for the most part. I still try to respect my client's schedule as well, but it's flexible. I like me having my own business that if I can take my son to work with me, like it's cool. Like, I don't have to worry about anything. So I love having that option this year.
Yeah.
I like that it's as much money as I want to make. Like I make as much as I want. So it's depending on my charging or if I want to discount today, I can discount today. If I want to charge this, I can charge this because it's what I spend. It's honest. It's not ever like I don't ever overdo it or extra charge my client. It's never that.
Right.
But it's definitely something that I know I can control. I control my own income for the most part.
Right.
The cons, it can be not as consistent.
Okay.
Especially these days with people getting sick, COVID going around.
Yeah, that's like running the studio.
A lot of people don't even go into work anymore. People work remote, so a lot of clients don't get their hair done on a weekly basis anymore. They come maybe for an event or for the weekend or, it varies. So that's something that I've just started going through recently. I haven't had that problem, but like I said, the pandemic really changed the hair industry a lot.
Right.
So it's not the same. But like I said, it's what you make it.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's a passion for me, like it does feel like work, but once I'm in it, once I get in
Then once you get
emotions, stuff, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good.
Right. So like, speaking of like the motion, once you get into it, so like, what is like a daily routine? Like, take us through a daily routine in your.
Oh man. Shit, what's today? Let's see. So I wake up, cook breakfast for my son and I, get us ready. Depending on how many clients I have, if I have like 4 or 5, then I'll take him to daycare because it's just easier not to have to like watch him and take care of clients too. I have to focus on one person at a time.
Right.
And I'm already like doing multiple people at the same time. So having my child there on a busy day is just not an idea. So I'll take him to daycare, or my parents will help watch him or something like that. I get to work, I turn on lights, start freshening up the air, making sure I have all my towels, my capes ready. I make sure if I have color appointments, I make sure I have all the color that I need.
Right.
Typically I do that the night before just so that if I need to go grab it that morning, I can have it already the next day. I'll wait for my client, I'll drink my little coffee, put my music on and just vibe out until they get there.
Dope. So how early you wake up and start the day?
I'm up at like 7.
Okay.
I go to the gym too. That's one part.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah, my bad.
Conversation. I was like,
gym. I definitely go to the gym. That's what really starts my day. It gives me the energy that I need. But I'm not as consistent as I should be with that. I've been like, up and down with it. I'll go for like 4 days 1 week, and then I'll go for like 2 days.
That shit is hard, yo.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's self-discipline. So once you learn self-discipline, it gets easier. And once you make the gym like more important than anything else, it gets super easy because like you don't put anything before it. You make sure that's what you need to get done. My girlfriend, she, when she was living with me, she was training me a lot in the gym and helping me get, acclimated and how to use things and what kind of, work I need done or what I need to do to get the results that I'm looking for. So she, got me ready for the gym and I'm in there. So I go there by 8 because they have a daycare. So I'll take EJ with me in the morning to the gym, drop him off at daycare, work out for like an hour. If I have time to do an hour, I'll do an hour. If not, like 40 minutes, just to get a quick little pump. And then I'll go drop him off at daycare and go to work. So you go.
Busy days
That is my day, yes.
Yeah.
And then after work, I'm a mom, so.
Gotcha.
Unless he's with his daddy, then I'm outside. But
right. I feel that. So like that balance, like how do you find the balance of like work life, being out?
I am currently working on balance.
Gotcha.
It's been very hard for me to get a balance in a schedule and structure. It's been rough because every day is different. You never really know, and I'm not really good at planning. I'm not a planner.
Gotcha.
I'm on my Pocahontas shit. I
Yeah,
just get up and go
saying.
and see what happens, so.
I feel what you're saying. That's something I have to like. I do so much shit. I have to be like planned out. Otherwise, it's hard for me to like jump off and do things.
A lot of people, work like that, but I don't. I need to. I really want to be more organized. Like you can tell I'm on the go. My car tells it. My house, like it's clean, but it gets to this point where I'm like, oh, she ain't been home for a couple days. She been out.
I do the same.
So
You got a nice
she just came home to sleep, and that was it.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Just bake down, get him ready. That's what I do. I just be on the go, but I like being on the go. I feel like when I sit around, I'm missing out on something.
Right.
Like I have to be doing something, and then I'm always in my head. So like if I'm at home,
you're gonna be in your head.
In my head, and then I'll just go to sleep. Like I'll just sleep.
That's exactly what I be doing. Like, do you feel like that's like something like wrong with that? 'Cause I be battling myself in my head like.
I don't know. People tell me to learn how to be by yourself, find hobbies and blah 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 blah. Well, my hobby is going out and being a extrovert. Like I can be introverted sometimes, but like for the most part, I like to be around people.
Okay, I got you.
And it doesn't have to be a group of people. It could just be like one person. We just hanging out. Like honestly, like I just like to have a companion, and I got my baby, my son. But that's different than having like
a best friend,
someone with you all the time. You know what I'm saying? So someone, especially to help with the baby, because being a single mother it's a lot of work.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's hard because it's not hard. It's just a lot of work.
I feel that.
How old is he?
He's 2. He just turned 2.
Favorite age.
Terrible twos, girl. Terrible twos, and he's got so much personality already.
I met him at the
practice.
Yeah.
I'm raising a grown ass.
That's
man.
what I was like. He is like, yeah.
He's been here before, y'all.
Yep.
Like he's a little soul.
I can tell it already.
He's super super, super advanced already. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to homeschool them because I've already started teaching them so much now. Like, I don't put a lot of cartoons on. I probably put PJ Masks on for him. That's what he asked. But for the most part, he watches educational stuff.
My mom wishes she homeschooled me because she feels like everything I'm doing now would have came earlier. Because I wouldn't have been distracted with, school gets you distracted with everybody else.
You're trying to be
so
social.
Like, no matter how advanced you would be in the school system, my mom's a teacher, so she's all into the school. So the school system makes you become like conform in a box. So you feel like because like I'm all over the place, scatterbrain. But it's how I create all this stuff to be able to do things. But in the school system, they teach you not to be that way because they want you in that system. They want you in that box. Yep. They want you to go to class here, go to class here. So how I first started was like a Montessori school. So they actually let you go and do everything. You do the stuff when you want to do it. So you have 4 subjects. You do the subjects when you want to do it, and you do it with actual counting blocks.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Where is this at?
It was in Maryland. Cause I'm from PG County originally.
Okay.
And it's called the Beto School.
Never heard
They actually got a couple of them Jones. It's called Montessori learning. And it's just pretty much you have a circle time in the morning. And I think I was going there from I had to be maybe 5 until 12, and we moved out here, and they didn't have nothing out there like that. So, cause my mom wanted to keep me out. The schools up there is not the best, so she wanted to keep me in a different environment where I could be able to do things that was going to help me, help me be, but keep me in an environment where I could still be creative and not be distracted. So you start the day off and you just kind of you get in a circle. The teacher tells you, you start learning about how you're feeling, things like that from an early age. You get to express yourself, how you feel in the morning, coming in the day. Everybody talks about it in a circle, and the teacher gives every individual person what they're supposed to do. So each kid's got their own individual list of what they're supposed to be learning.
That's very interesting. I'm gonna have to definitely look into
that.
Yeah.
Wow. But I'm gonna ask you too. So being what do you think the reasons why you not in a relationship is? It because you're working too hard, or is it?
I'm not in a I'm not in a relationship because I wouldn't say I'm high maintenance. I'm just spoiled, and a lot of men can't handle me. And I'm also a boss ass bitch, so I don't need no man. I just want one.
Spoiled.
Yes, that's really what it is. I could have a man right now if I wanted to. Right now, I feel because I've been married. I've been married at a young age. I got married at 21. I was with that person for 7 years, and then, then I met my son's father. I was with him for 4. Then we have my son. So it's I've been in relationship after relationship after relationship, and it's just getting to the point where I want to be by myself and figure out, learn who I am and figure out what Amber likes and just enjoy my life because I'm such a nurturing person that when I get in a relationship, I'm all in. All in, I don't give a fuck about nobody else. You won't be hearing from me. My friends don't be hearing from me. I'm just in that relationship. I get so focused on that I start, getting tired and drained mentally because I'm putting all my energy into the relationship and I'm not really putting that much into myself.
I bet you it's usually the wrong person too.
My picker is off for the most part. Not all the time, but my picker be off sometimes.
What do you be going for?
Honestly, I like good vibes. I like to be able to vibe with somebody. I'm really not a huge they look good. Of course everyone wants someone that looks good, but it's really your personality for me. It's your soul, it's your spirit, it's your energy, or all of that. I want to make sure you have that energy.
So are you picking the guys that are not necessarily looking for a relationship, or
I'm picking the guys that I vibe well with, but I guess
they switch up.
It's guys aren't consistent at all. Guys, they get comfortable, especially when they're with a woman like I am, where they don't really need to take care of me. So it's just I'm the one that's taking care of them.
But it's you gotta take care of the. Are you talking about on an emotional level or a financial level?
It could be it's mostly financially, but it could be a little bit of everything. If you're not pleasing your partner's love language, then What are we doing this for?
And they get real comfortable too when you're taking care of them. They get real comfortable.
But it's hard to like, I don't know. That's so hard to have. It's hard to have a girl take care of you though.
I mean,
for me. And I feel like that's why I'm not dating, because I don't want to necessarily.
And it's not like I'm taking care of them because I'm taking care of them. Like, no, it's just like I look out for those that I fuck with. If I fuck with you, I'm gonna take care of you. If I got it, you got it. That's how I feel.
That's like a real one.
I'm a Sag.
Okay, my rising is a Sag, so that makes more sense.
I'm a Sag. I think my rising is a Capricorn.
I picked up on that. What's your moon?
I think I'm a Scorpio.
I called it.
Yeah.
I was like
everything.
I was like Capricorn, Scorpio, and Sag when I was looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, relationships nowadays are weird. So.
Yeah. It's like better
mind your
like
business.
Build a friendship.
You're not high maintenance, do you?
No, I know I'm a whole package. I'm not worried about that. I just need to learn to stop settling for less. So that's what this has been my season to learn and grow and realize my worth and know that like I'm that bitch. I don't need to just settle for just any nigga. Like I can get any nigga. You know?
So like how would a guy like approach you? Lulu, you could come into this too. Like how would you want a guy to approach you? We talked about this before. Right?
I'm the chillest pretty bitch you'll ever meet. Like I'm like a bougie hood bitch. Like you can approach me any way you like. Be yourself. I don't like people that put on a front. I like people who are them. Be a real ass person. Like leave that fake shit at home. Nobody, like first of all, we're all grown here.
Yeah.
Putting on a facade. Like no, like just be yourself.
But like, okay, so like, what if you were like a guy wanted to like, cause for me, I'm in like this field of like where I don't know what I've learned over the years where dating is like you gotta like court the girl out, so you gotta buy her drinks, you gotta do all these things. Right now, I'm to a point where I'm like, yo, everything I gotta go towards what I'm doing. I almost can't really like put my time into things.
And
like
that's
that.
Okay, and that's why you should just be single. And if you want to just talk to someone that understands where you're trying to get to and can be on the same page as you, then that's what you need. You don't need to be in a relationship.
Right. That's exactly where I'm at with it. That's exactly where I'm at with it.
So that's where I'm at with it. I'm focusing on me, stacking all 2022, 23, 24, etc. But I'm stacking. I need to get my bread up. This has been a financially stressful last year. Having a business has been woo.
And relationships seem to be built on like not built on financial, but finances become a issue. I feel like at a certain point, and not just finances, but like going after like what is your actual, you know what I'm saying, your actual thing. So like if you don't fulfill your dream, and I feel like you settle for a person, and it's always gonna cause friction.
You need to find happiness within yourself, and then go be happy with somebody that's already happy too.
100%. I feel like there's so much focus on relationships.
People feel like the relationship's not making me happy. You need to make yourself happy, boo boo. Like, and that's something that I've learned in relationships that I've been. I'm like, yo, like you need to really like, because every day you're not gonna wake up feeling the same, and neither is your partner. So it's like y'all need to be able to still have your individuality. Like,
you gotta balance that. That'd be my main thing of why I be wanting to have somebody, cause like when you got someone close and cool, you could balance like those bad days. Cause it be some days I'll be waking up, man, I don't even feel like doing this shit.
But it's also important to communicate, because you can't like just walk around stink as fuck and then your girl trying to figure out like, you okay?
We had
your
that
actions is speaking completely opposite. So if you can
we
say,
had
you know
that
what?
problem
You know what, babe? Like y'all don't like to express yourself. You know what, babe? I woke up feeling real off today. Like I don't really know what it is. I can't even really tell you, but I'm not in the mood today.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Like it's not that hard. Like we do it and y'all be like, y'all always complaining. It's not complaining. We're communicating.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
So you're not sitting there like in your head wondering.
Yeah, like because then we all we have left is just what the thoughts we have in our head. Like, maybe he's mad because I left this out. You know, you never fucking know. We just start overthinking because that's what women do. We overthink. So we're thinking everything else because you could have just tell us.
That's why I like talking now. Because before I used to not talk.
We're gonna talk.
Yeah, we need to link.
Like that's why I like when you deal with someone that's on that grown level of communication. Because like I've definitely dealt with people who aren't at that level, and you can't really express how you're feeling, or they either like hold it against you, things like that. You can't have an open dialogue. Right. I think that's definitely a missing key piece.
If you in a mood and you don't want to talk at the moment, just say that, babe, I don't want to talk about it right now. Like, it's really that easy, because, like, if we fuck with you, we gonna worry, we gonna care, because we care about you. So, like, we're not asking to nag you or shit like that. Like, we're just really trying to see if you're okay.
That's it.
Like, that's it.
I definitely feel that. So, Lulu, you got any more questions for Amber?
I do not. Well, you do have an event coming up. Tell us a
yeah.
little bit about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. For the People Fashion Showcase. Come on out Saturday, October 1st at 5 p.m. We will have vendors, some food trucks, a food truck, models, and a lot of other things, performers as well. So it's going to be a good time. We're going to be, lit out there, have some models modeling a clothing design that's based out in California. So like it's very up and coming out in LA, San Diego, different areas like that. So this location, Hat Gallery and Lounge, right here on Princess Anne Street. And they're having it, we're holding it there. So come on out.
Dope. That's the one thing we didn't talk about, though, the modeling. We gotta have her come back. We got so much.
I'll come back, no problem. Yeah, we'll do this again, because I got practice tonight actually, because it's showing us some Saturday, so we're getting everything, going, dress rehearsal and stuff. But it's gonna be exciting. Like, that was a rough time too. Like Miss Jessie from Eye Candy, like I learned so much from her. She's amazing. She's like but I learned, that's my mama too. But I learned so much from Miss Jessie. But she's also told me, like, girl, this is hard. Like this is a lot of work. And I only gave myself 6 months to plan this thing. I probably would have did a little longer, because putting it all together in 6 months was very, very tiring, overwhelming. But we got that shit done. It's about to be lit this weekend. So we got a lot of cool performers. We got James. I don't know if you guys know who James is. I am James on Instagram.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
We got Rock, and we have Santana from Eye Candy. So it's gonna be a lot of the same people that we work with. Our
Good
family.
people.
Yeah, great vibes. So come on out, y'all. Come and check us out. Door tickets, $20 for regular seating. VIP is $35, and it includes a non-alcoholic beverage and a platter. So
dope.
Yes.
Hell yeah,
sounds like a great event.
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Hell yeah, the people definitely gotta check that out. So it's another episode of What's the Niche. We're here, Amber and Lulu. Hope y'all enjoy.
Peace out.